Starfield's release is just around the corner, and with an upcoming Starfield Direct scheduled in a few weeks, fans are eagerly awaiting more information about this exciting new spacefaring adventure. And while Bethesda has revealed some details about the game, there are still many questions about Starfield that players need answers to. So in this video, we will explore the most pressing and interesting questions about Starfield that we need answered during the Starfield Direct. From the game's gigantic universe to its thrilling new gameplay mechanics and performance, let's blast off into this new Bethesda universe. So make sure to continue watching until the end of the video. First up, will there be land vehicles? One burning question on every Bethesda fan's mind is, will Starfield have land vehicles? The question has ignited passionate debates online, and it's easy to see why. Starfield boasts a staggering array of 1,000 planets waiting to be explored, and traversing them without a land vehicle seems like an immense challenge. Personally, just imagining the vastness of these planets makes me yearn for a thrilling hover bike or some other speedy type of transportation. While Bethesda hasn't officially confirmed the presence of land vehicles in Starfield, there have been some intriguing hints. Sharp-eyed fans have noticed what appears to be tire tracks trailing from the spaceship in the gameplay trailer. Although this is not concrete evidence, it does suggest the possibility of vehicles that players can dock within their spaceships. Moreover, Bethesda's own concept art showcases a cool 6-wheeled rover casually parked on one of the planets. It is quite large, so maybe you and a bunch of your companions can use it to traverse around different planets. Considering all these clues, it's quite plausible that Starfield will indeed feature land vehicles, and if not, I'll happily soar through the skies with my trusty jetpack. Just quickly here, if you're enjoying or finding the video helpful so far, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with the latest news and guides for Starfield and other open world RPGs. Thanks! Next up is, will there be a 60 FPS performance mode for console? Console singular, making sure to emphasize that. Anyways, Bethesda RPGs have gained a reputation for having performance issues. While these issues may not completely ruin the game, they could still be quite frustrating. Naturally, this has left many fans concerned about the future of Starfield. Will it perform better than previous Bethesda games, or will it suffer from similar problems? But here's the real burning question. Since it's coming out on Xbox S and S, can we expect a 60 FPS performance mode? Things get a little bit complicated here because Todd Howard believes that Starfield is better suited for a 30 frames per second experience as long as it looks really good and the simulation is running and all those things. This implies that there might not be a 60 FPS performance mode, at least not in the time of the release. This may not come to a surprise to Xbox fans, as we've already seen similar limitations in games like Redfall and Gotham Knights, where the FPS was capped at 30. With Microsoft having delayed the game multiple times to polish it, I have higher expectations for smoother gameplay experience, whether it be 30 FPS or 60 FPS. Let us know in the comments below whether Starfield should offer a 60 FPS performance mode for console. Next up is, will Starfield have relationships or romance in the game? One question that keeps coming up when it comes to Starfield is, will there be romance or relationships in Bethesda's new spacefaring RPG? So it looks like players will have the opportunity to develop romantic relationships with various NPCs in Starfield, but these relationships won't be as straightforward as someone simply liking or disliking you. Bethesda has promised a deeper level of complexity in these relationships compared to their previous games. Unlike in previous Bethesda games where a single misstep could permanently end your relationship, in Starfield your partner may become temporarily upset with you, and things can improve over time and with effort, as they naturally should. Moreover, the depth of romance in Starfield is hinted at by the game's official ESRB rating, which mentions suggestive content arising from dialogue and post-bed sharing interactions with certain characters. We're eagerly anticipating more information about companions, romance, and other relationship aspects in Starfield, which we hoped will be discussed or further explored during the upcoming Starfield Direct presentation. Next up, will there be random encounters and how do they work? Random encounters have been a hallmark feature of Bethesda games for many years now, and it's no surprise that they play a major part in Starfield as well. But the question is, how different will the random encounter system be? And luckily, we have quite some information about that, and it comes directly from Starfield's lead quest designer, Will Shen. According to Will, Starfield's random encounter system will will receive a major overhaul. Unlike previous Bethesda games, random encounters in Starfield will be more meaningful and permanent. Instead of you stumbling upon a random stranger for a task, there will be locations and outposts on the planet with groups of people sharing their troubles with you and expecting you to do something about it, like rescuing one of their kidnapped members or fighting alongside them to hold the base, and so on. I hope we get to see how this all works in the upcoming Starfield showcase. An interesting question to think about is if these settlements will be permanent even after you complete the task at hand, or will they simply just disappear from the map? Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Next up is what happened to Earth. We come to a question that has been fueling fans' speculations for quite some time. What on earth happened to Earth in Starfield? Did it meet total destruction, or is there a chance for players to revisit it? These are burning questions that have been on the minds of many Starfield enthusiasts, and to be honest, we don't have the exact answer regarding Earth's fate. However, recent interviews with Bethesda Game Studios has provided some illumination. According to, once again, Will Shen, Earth does exist within the Starfield universe, and players will have the opportunity to revisit our home planet in a quest early on in the main storyline. This might mean that Earth is not completely obliterated and it remains possible to journey back to it. However, the fact that players will be sent on a mission to investigate what actually happened to Earth implies that the truth behind its fate is still shrouded in mystery, and nobody seems to have a definitive answer. Now personally, I wouldn't want this question answered in the Starfield Direct, as I want to find out through playing the game in September. However, I still find this particularly thing intriguing and puzzling. As humans, we have established settlements on various planets in Starfield, yet we still lack knowledge about what transpired on Earth. There must be a compelling reason behind this enigma, but for now, we'll have to eagerly await the game's release to uncover the answer and delve into the mysteries surrounding Earth's destiny in Starfield. What are some of your questions that you have that should be addressed during Starfield Direct? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe to be updated with the latest news and guides for Starfield and other open world RPG games. The best comment from last video goes to Astral Frost. Make sure to leave a comment down below answering some of these questions to get it featured on the next video. When Starfield does release, what are some of the things that it needs to get right in order to succeed? Here's a video that explains that. This was Kale, and I'll see you in the next video.